And there you have it, the haka. New Zealand does that before every match. They play Australia here in what is game 5 of the tournament here in São Paulo, Brazil. My name is Dave Mengen. I'm joined by Luis Pena.
Good morning.
We are about to call this game for you. We just finished a great one between Great Britain and Denmark.
Yeah, we just saw 2 exciting games this court yesterday night and earlier this morning. Now we're looking forward to see what's going to happen between those 2 zonal rivals. And as it's the second game of the tournament for Australia, as they beat Canada yesterday, and New Zealand is making their debut in this tournament.
Yeah, New Zealand and Australia met last, at least in international competition. Major competition is in the zonal qualifier, and Australia bested them there.
61-42.
The ball being brought in by a Brazilian athlete. Not a rugby athlete, but
they take part to a program here for kids sports and people coming from rehab centers, and they do all the Paralympic sports. It's the entrance in the Paralympic movement.
It's a great opportunity to get them involved in athletics. Interestingly, I don't see Marshall Amai out there. Marshall Amai is the alternate captain for New Zealand, and she's usually a starter. So I'm interested to find out why she's not here. I don't know if she's a scratch. So it's Cameron Leslie, number 1, Hayden Barton Coots, number 6, Robert Hewitt, number 10, and number 41, Mitchell Simpson, in for New Zealand. And Australia is a familiar lineup here. It's Riley Batt, number 3, Chris Bond, number 10, number 5, James McQuillan, and number 11, Bo Vernon. And that'd be the same line they started against Canada. And they will strike first. The similarity in their flags is not a surprise. But at first glance, if you're not familiar with them, they look like they could be the same. They're not. They're definitely not. So both teams with a try. Bond brings it down court. Ducks around Simpson, number 41. Hewitt gets it into Simpson. And now he's being attacked by the high pointers of Australia. Thrown ahead to Hewitt. Can Hewitt get there? Bond is coming hot. He will not.
We're going to see a lot of speed from Australian side. So we see how New Zealand will deal with that. Try to move the ball and go to the open space. We're going to see.
Barton Coots and Leslie are not slow, but Batt and Bond are just so quick. Be interesting to see how they hold up. Obviously, Australia missing Marshall Amai. I hope she's okay. I haven't seen her, but I really haven't seen many of the athletes from New Zealand. And they're not going to call that a spin. He has ball when he hits the ground, so that is a turnover. Leslie disappointed by that one.
You're not able to hit the floor while you're carrying the ball, so when this happens, you need to pass the ball before. So that's why it was a turnover.
And you cannot call timeout anymore, as we've discussed earlier.
No, you cannot. You cannot save yourself like that.
So Australia would take over, up 3-1. Vernon tosses it in. Bond got the ball tipped. Hewitt trying to keep Bat away from it. And it's still Australia's ball. I thought that might have gone off yellow, but maybe not. Try scored for Australia. Ball knocked loose by Bond, but New Zealand will get it back. Although they'll have to inbound from the corner, which is more challenging than the baseline because you're in the corner. Barton Coots knows he's stuck, but he's got that reach. Ball in the hands of Leslie. Just where they want it to be. Hit on the line. Not knocked out of bounds, though. And Barton Coots will get it across for the try, making it 4-2. I thought McQuillan was out there, but he is not. I don't know why I thought that. Oh, he is. I'm looking at the wrong team. Leslie gets it to Hewitt. Hewitt gets it knocked down by Bond. You cannot wait until those guys get in your face to throw those passes because they can tilt their chair up and reach really high. So turnover in favor of Australia.
New Zealand gonna need all those 3 ball handlers involved so they can move the ball and may Bat and Bond chase it.
Bond, Australia's captain, takes it across the line. Makes it 6-2 Australia. Hewitt got it across half. That's what he needed to do. Gets it back in the hands of Leslie. Leslie has Barton Coots on one side. Takes it through the middle. Just the threat of the other guy that you can throw to sometimes is enough to open up some space. Bond throws it ahead with a little backspin. Leslie almost got to it. Didn't know it was coming. Otherwise, he'd have hit the chair of Bond and caught it himself. And now Australia will retreat to the key. Up 7-3. Bat tries to keep him out, cannot. Simpson opens up that corner for him. And it's 7-3. Both low pointers stuck together. Usually it's on opposite teams, not the same team. Bond trying to crash via post. Bat works it around with a great pick from Vernon. And the foul. Vernon will go sit in the penalty box. That reach of Barton Coots, and He just gets that hand up there. If you can put the ball there, nobody else can get to it. So Bond goes off. And on with him now is Edmondson. Andrew Edmondson is a 2. And Nicholson. And Riley Batt's a 3, so that's a legal line. Batt's class reduced to 3 not long ago.
Need to get used to that.
Yeah, I hadn't changed it in the database. I looked at it, it's like, that's 8.5 points. That can't be right, but no, it is correct. He was a 3.5 for 6 Paralympics. Now he's a 3. He had some shoulder work done. Apparently that's the source. He's had shoulder issues his whole career. I've seen ice and wraps and stuff on his shoulders. It takes a toll. I mean, he got around on a skateboard for the first 12 years of his life because he didn't want to use a wheelchair. So I'm sure he's used his shoulders as much as anybody. So with that try, Leslie trying to get in the way, almost does. Bat had a little trouble getting that. Bat without full hands on either wrist. But he pushes like a beast.
You cannot see from your screen, but Australia was already preparing the defense with Bat was with the ball, while Bat was with the ball by trapping Cameron Leslie. So they start their transition as soon as they could.
And as you can see in that shot, he's still trapped. Great transition. Right? You can transition to defense while you're still on offense if it's right. Lynch unable to get to the ball.
Yes, you go try to get your position or your player as soon as possible to create advantage.
Bat taking his time. They've got the New Zealand player there trapped at the end of the court. Yes, that is Gareth Lynch. Yeah, not having Marshall Amai really hurts them.
Yeah, she can bring a lot of function as they can put 9 points on the floor with her.
She's a good 2.5. She's a team leader, been around for a long time.
Yeah, plays hard. Yeah.
Nicholson opens up the corner by hitting Leslie. And Bat takes advantage. 12-6 our score. Leslie trapped on the sidelines. So now it's Barton Coots in the 2 lows against Nicholson and Bat. Throws it ahead to Simpson, but Simpson can't get to it. So it'll be a turnover. Substitutions coming for both teams. Bond and Sablyak coming on. Edmondson and Nicholson. Oh, Edmond's still on there too. Bat that goes off. And on the other side, we have Keenan Alexander, number 4. And Hewitt back on the floor. Pass over to Leslie. Makes it 13-7. Bond with the try. So Australia again will drop back in the key. And New Zealand will attack. 3 on the right. Leslie talking about the play they want to run. He'll attack alone from the left. Watching the play develop. Inside goes Alexander and Hewitt. Hewitt tries to pass it away, knocked down. Last touched by New Zealand. Bond streaking down court with 50 seconds left. He wants to score quick. Make sure they get another possession. Sabliak trapped in the corner by Simpson. That is a good mismatch in favor of New Zealand, but that bad pass attempt by Hewitt gets knocked down. And Australia will have a chance at the final try of the first quarter here in New Zealand's first World Championship game of 2026. Australia already 1-0. I think it was 50-41 they beat Canada yesterday.
Yes.
Bond hit, spins, out and in. His tire crossed the line and he didn't score.
You need to cross 2 wheels to score, and he did with just 1. So turnover.
And it's not a penalty that he scored, that he crossed with 1. It's a penalty that he got rid of the ball and didn't finish the score, or came back on the court would also be that penalty. So
yes.
The ball came out of his lap. He's no longer in scoring position. He's across the line without the ball. Penalty. So with 4 seconds remaining, New Zealand calls timeout. They'll advance the ball. I can see it sitting. They've asked. So if you could see it, the ball is sitting in the place that it will be inbounded on the other side of the court near the penalty box. And it's far enough in front of the penalty box that it gives you a chance to be able to throw that in and drop it right in the key. But with 4 seconds, you don't necessarily have to do that.
You have time to put the ball, one player outside of the key, and try either to run to the key with the ball or pass the ball to someone which is posted inside the key.
So it's Alexander, Simpson, Hewitt, and Barton Coots trying to make this play happen. Barton Coots is looking for somebody to look his way, throws it over the top. Wow, he had the range. But with that mistake and nobody touching it, Australia has the opportunity to do the same thing back. So timeout called. And did they ask to advance the ball? I don't know that they did. I don't know. The official, Joe Bongiovanni, has the ball, and he is going to the position where they would do that. So yes, they asked to advance the ball.
Timeout, Australia. Tempo outside.
So now New Zealand will talk about what they're going to do defensively as Australia, with 4 seconds, will attack. They don't need to throw this in, right? They could, especially when you got that kind of speed. You just throw the ball in front of a guy, let him attack. He might even have time for a pass.
Yes.
So Bond comes off, and they go with the hands of Blackwood. Cooper Blackwood, number 25. He's a 3, but he's got better hands than bat. 1 second left. And that shows you right there, you do not have to throw it into the key.
Yeah. Players in
as
the movement.
Edmondson.
Players in the move. Ball goes faster, so score.
So that's how we finished the first. 16-7 our score. We'll come back for the second in 3 minutes.
Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Yeah! Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
And here we are for the start of the second quarter between Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand will start with the ball. It's 16-7 for Australia. It's their second game of this tournament. Yesterday they beat Canada, and New Zealand's playing their first game of the World Championship.
Some new faces on the court. Shea Graham with the ball for Australia. Out there with Cooper Blackwood. Chris Bond, number 10, we know. He was on the line. That was very close to be over and back. Can she get there in time? No, she does not. That'll be a turnover. The other player out there for Australia is Emily Miller, number 2. Cameron Leslie with the ball. They're number 1. Michael Berry, number 24, in with him. It looks like Gareth Lynch down there, number 2. I think I can confidently say that's him. I've seen him play enough times. Bond catches the pass. Rounding things out, Cody Everson for New Zealand. Barry gets it across for the try, 17-8. Blackwood up to Bond. And Mario gets the coins. Barry running. Graham had Leslie down here with Miller. And it'll be Michael Barry again. Barry a 3-5. Chris Bond makes it 19-9.
It's a good opportunity to see the new faces and run some new lines, give them some good playing time so they can grow and you can have more and more options for the next games.
Well, these teams they've got games coming up, right? So they got to prepare for that. They need to make sure that their depth is ready.
Yeah, it's a long tournament, a lot of matches. Everybody needs to be ready.
That turnover goes to Australia. Ahead to Blackwood. Inbound Leslie, hammered by Bond. He's got both high pointers at bay. I guess they got 3 high pointers because Shea Graham gets extra point allowance out there. Australia running 9.5 points because of the female allowances.
Yes, each female player allows either 1 or half points.
And a jump ball called, or held ball. So that'll be
Australia.
A change of possession arrow. Though Australia will retain possession, it means that New Zealand will start with the ball in the next quarter. What were you just talking about?
The points that
yeah.
extra points that female players allow the teams to have.
Australia has 4 female players. The allowances have made it so that we see much more opportunity for female players at the highest level and even at the lowest levels.
Yes,
so I don't think the allowances are a bad thing. I'm not sure I'm a fan of having some people get a point allowance and some people get half a point allowance, but that's a conversation for another day.
Yes. But it's the women participation in this sport is growing.
There are a lot of female players. Actually, there's a female-only championship taking place in Paris this year. I would love to go to that.
Yes.
I'd love to commentate for that, but I'd just love to see it, you know?
Brazil had a team there 2 years ago in 2024. It was their first time.
They've had a women's tournament for a long time, but I think it's like a world championship of women's rugby. Every country that can put together a team is going to send one, which is amazing to me.
Yes.
That there are that many players at this level that they can have a tournament like that. It's awesome. I have a great female teammate. And she can only get better. She's working hard. Shout out Mac. Back there in Michigan. Blackwood gets it over to Bat. And the benefit of having Bat over Bond is that you can have a 1 instead of a 0.5 on the other side. That's Ozan. Ozan is a 0.5. They're just running with less points. Yeah, they're running 9. Female allowance. That's where my math didn't come out. Leslie gets it across half. Blackwood trying to brace there and beat him. He gets there. Bat reaching inside. Now Australia drops in the key. And a turnover. That was Michael Berry. Berry was at the line, got knocked over.
Came inside to the key too early. Leslie was still being pressed. No view to pass the ball.
He was in too deep. Got hit from behind. You got to watch your back when you're in there.
Yes.
Because everyone is drooling to get in there and knock someone across. So New Zealand in the key. Threw his bat, seemingly untouched. Hewitt passes it ahead, but short. At the line, Mitchell. Sorry. Alexander gets knocked across the line, and that'll be a turnover in favor of Australia. Bringing back Nicholson. Bond and McQuillan. Ozan staying out there with round out that line. It's hard to keep up with all the substitutions.
And Holloway has checked in first time this game.
Who?
Holloway. Andrew Holloway.
Keenan Alexander really struggling out there to get away from the low pointers of Australia. Right now he's in a sandwich between them. Oh, that's Holloway in for, it's not Nicholson. I thought it was Nicholson. I saw he didn't have a low point chair, and I'm like, oh, okay. So the pass from Holloway doesn't get to Bond. Oh no, that wasn't at all what it was it? That was a turnover because it was New Zealand's ball.
Yeah. trying to make HBC carries the ball because he doesn't want to or doesn't like to. Prefers to receive and pass to free options. So it's when the turnovers are coming from.
The
or some
ball
of
isn't
them.
super secure there in his ball holder, right?
Yes.
I mean, it holds the ball, but he also knows people can get in there. Whereas some of these guys, their knees are up so high, you can't get to the ball. He's not afraid to run it. He brought it all the way down court. But he's also not used to being the one. Usually Leslie is the number one ball handler. Bond chucks it ahead to Holloway. Pass intercepted by McQuillan. And now Bond will bring it up court. Simpson being kept out. Goes on relentless. Barton Coots comes out to help. Now Bond giving some direction. He doesn't want to score it yet. 52 seconds remaining. He scores with 50. That's where they like it. The Australians like to score at 50.
Time for another possession.
It'll be Hewitt bringing it up court. Stopped at the line. Bounces off the back of Bond as he's crossing the line, and they'll say over and back because he caught it as he was crossing, even though I don't know if that's over and back. He's still crossing forward.
Yeah.
Right?
It should be
It
legal.
bounced off the back of somebody else. I don't know that that's an over and back. But I could be wrong. I don't know how to interpret that correctly, but I will ask about that after the game. Both referees know the rules very well, so I've ridden in a car many times with Joe Bongiovanni to tournaments, talking about there's a list of like clarifications on rules, and they're like stories of well, this thing happened and this is why we called it. The case book, that's what they call it. So I know those referees study and study and study, even though we keep changing the rules on them. Leaving the court is the call. Looks like it's Holloway. He seems to be headed toward the box. He'll spend 30 seconds thinking about his sins. Barton Coots trapped in the key, needs to get out.
She called pushing.
Pushing on Barton Coots, trying to get out. That's interesting. Is that not contact? They have that advantage? Anyway, whatever. 31-14 is our score as we go into halftime. We'll take a 10-minute break, and we will come back for the second.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje?
Hoje é dia! Caixa. Nas lotéricas, no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia.
Aposte com responsa.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. E com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer.
Lancha de torta de chantilly.
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos.
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal assado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje?
Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas Loterias Caixa. Nas lotéricas, no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia.
Aposte com responsa.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Flecha de torta de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Paramigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
In the box, Holloway sits. He's watching for the time when he can come out. Leslie with the ball. Looking for Alexander. Alexander covered by Sabliak. Try scored. Up to bat goes Alexander. able to stop him. Bat spins around like a top. And a good move there by Holloway. Try scored by Keenan Alexander. Bat fights his way in. That is not Simpson, that is Everson. Number 14, not number 41 for New Zealand. Simpson has an ice pack on his neck, trying to cool off. Sitting on the sideline. Cameron Leslie trying to get by Bat. Leads him into the pile. Hewitt's at the line, in trouble. Gets it up to Everson. Lots of ball movement on that play. New Zealand gets a try.
That's how I try to deal with speed. Make them all move.
Australia running 9.5 points. Once again, Hewitt knows he's not going to get there by himself. Gives it to Leslie. And Leslie smartly looks for Alexander for that try. Somewhat like football, or what we call soccer, where the offensive player will go backward to go forward. It just happens faster in rugby. Just about setting yourself up for what comes next. Ball stripped out of Leslie's lap, but it will stay black ball. 36-18 here in the middle of the third. Wholesale substitution by Australia. Bond, Vernon, Graham, and Edmondson. Scored by Hewitt. Quick pass, Edmondson to Bond. $37-19. So with Australia in the key, New Zealand is running 2-2. Pass into Alexander, blocked by Bond, and then he taps it ahead to himself. It was a good play, it was good design, but that pass has to be over Bond.
And Bond can cover a lot of space inside the key.
Not just horizontally, but vertically, as we just saw. Alexander gets it out of his hands. Cameron Leslie calls it back. Hewitt gets inside, sets the post, knocked down. Edmondson. But that will be New Zealand's ball. The problem for New Zealand is there's only 2.1 seconds left on the shot clock. So either they need to drop it right inside or they need to use a timeout.
Yeah, because the coach calls a timeout, shot clock returns to 15.
If it's under 15, yes.
Yes.
Correct. Barry inbounds over the top in the lap of number 14, Cody Everson. And they score that try with only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Great play. It's nice to know you have a guy who can make that pass consistently. I can make that pass, but not consistently. Although he hit the opposite side of the key. That I cannot do. Although he was down low. I'm talking about from the half court, so. Either way, nobody's here to hear me talk about me. Bond gets away. Up on end. Edmondson picks it up. Bond almost went over. Looks like Edmondson has some sort of equipment problem. Wheel.
Looks like a flat tire.
Did he push across with a flat? I guess he was by himself, so he doesn't have to stop it if he doesn't want to. Calling in equipment can get you out of trouble sometimes. So if somebody pops your tire, it could be to your advantage. I see Nicholson on the bench there looking like he might be coming in soon for Australia. Turned but not stopped. And try not scored. Shea Graham hit Barry as he crossed. And he did not cross with two wheels. He crossed with the one that was on the ground. And he hit the cone with the frame of his chair while the other side was up in the air. New Zealand consistently running 7.5 points. Back to bat, Nicholson, Vernon, and Edmondson trapped in the corner by Gareth Lynch. Ball's in. Leslie's got it, but he's got no place to go with it. He gets it in the hands of Barry. Barry fires it forward to Lynch, but hits Edmondson instead. And that turnover results in the 42nd try by Australia, with 2:53 left in the third. Backing across, he gets the try. Bat tried to rip it out of there. But Everson scores it. We'll have an inbound here from Bo Vernon. Penalty on Cameron Leslie. Leslie reaching in there trying to create a turnover.
Cannot sub while Cameron is still serving the penalty. At least they do the lineup with him. And they decide not to.
So Nicholson's going to try and force him to inbound. Timeout called by New Zealand. So they'll take a minute break here.
And they can make their sub.
Substitutions, talk about what they do next. It's hard as a coach in this situation. You want to try and get your minutes for your top players and make sure that they are ready for the next one. But you also want to make sure that your guys who aren't going to play in those key games get some minutes in too and some against this tough competition.
At the same time, try to fix something that you can still try in this game with your main lineups. But yeah, start thinking on the next game as New Zealand face the US in the evening.
That's the main thing that I'll say in a huddle like in this situation when we're down like this, is that let's just focus on playing good, solid, quality rugby, right? Fundamentals, make good passes, do everything you can. It's not going to be perfect, but try and focus on doing the things we do right, even if they're not good enough for us to beat somebody.
Yes. Stick to the game plan, do your role. Maybe you can earn more minutes in the key games.
Barton Coots gets around the corner. 43-22. Edmondson with the try. Barton Coots is tripled right here. Bat is just waiting until the low point gets into position. But Barton Coots gets away. Is that a turnover?
Yes.
I was watching the play down here with Bat and Barton Coots and the two lows of Australia, and I didn't see what happened at the other end.
Riley was able to help the low pointers to trap HBC and still attack the ball.
HBC, Hayden Barton Coots. That's a mouthful, that's for sure. We did get an update on Marshall Amai. She is not injured. She is resting. We hope that she will be available for the next game. If not, she will play tomorrow. It's a long trip from New Zealand, and it is many, many time zones. So I totally understand it. When we went to Australia, it took me quite a while to adjust. Fortunately, I had a week before I had to work that Paralympic qualifier.
2024 Wellington, yeah. We took 3 flights to get there.
Wow. That's New Zealand is just an amazing place, though.
Yes, yes.
If they would have us, I would move there. But they don't want us. Hewitt looking to inbound. And they have rugby there, so I could play. Barton Coots looking for help. Throws it up to Alexander. He is across. Oh, he had it across half. He just had to push one more time. I think he was worried the clock was going to expire on his 12 seconds, so he fired it ahead, but he missed the target. There's no way that ball touches a player on the other side faster than he crosses that line. Do you agree?
Yes, yes.
I mean, he fired the pass pretty hard, but before it reached its recipient, he was across the line. So.
Yeah, He was too close.
He took his hands off the wheel, slowed himself down, made a bad pass. It's all right. He'll have a chance to clean that up here. I'm not negging on anybody's, I'm not yucking anybody's yum. I'm just talking about how we can do things. Things they do well, things they don't do well, they matter. And if there's people watching who can learn from this experience, so be it. I'm learning from it. And time expires in the third quarter. Australia leads 47-23 over New Zealand. We will be back in 3 minutes for the final quarter.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje?
Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas loterias Caixa! Nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia!
Aposte com responsa.
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Here we go, the fourth quarter. This is officially game 5 of the tournament. Australia leads New Zealand 47-23. The play stopped. We had a 4 in the key. Yep, that's the call. Serving the penalty is Lynch. In there with Leslie, Barry, and Everson. Try scored by Riley Batt. Batt joined by Blackwood. Sabliak. Ozan. Ball goes in to 24, Barry, but unable to handle it. Pass was hot. He was pressured. Oh, off the wheel of Bond. He still gets it. .50-23 is our score. New Zealand yet to score in this quarter. Stopped at the line, over and back is the call. Backcourt violation, as it's otherwise known. Well, Liliana Prucha is not here, although I see someone wearing her jersey. I think she had an illness that kept her from coming to the tournament, or certainly not playing in it. It's unfortunate. You work so hard for this, right? This only happen every 4 years. And she's been playing great from what I understand. She played really well in Thailand when I was there for the Asia Oceania Championship. Leslie trying to get away. Bat goes away from him, trying to cover a pass. Sabliak gets it, loses it. Bat picks it up, tries to throw it to Blackwood, and Barry touches it last. So after all that, Australia still ends up with the ball.
And Sabliak, who is returning from a pregnancy last season, so he's returning to the play at the big stage.
Returning from a pregnancy, that sounds funny.
After becoming a mother.
There you go. That's got to be hard to come here and leave your very young child.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
My son's 12 and I miss him, but you know, I'm not his mom, and he wasn't just born. So, I mean, clearly their child wasn't just born because she's on the rugby court playing, but yeah, kudos to her for, putting up that fight.
Yes.
And getting into rugby shape after becoming a mom. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, Bat wrecks Leslie and still recovers the ball. The dreaded turtle got him. That is why I don't see the fourth female player, because Prucha is not here. But she is on the squad. She made the squad. She was supposed to be here. Leslie on the attack. He's trying to let that corner open up. Sabliak pressing. In the corner, over his head, caught by Lynch. And Lynch gets it over despite the pressure of Blackwood. Referee right there to see it. Leslie takes the inbound, works his way through traffic. Gets picks from both his lows to get across half. Fortunately, Barry kind of blocked him getting through there. But he went around the other side and found a way.
Good patience from him.
Now it's Blackwood. Bond. We'll get the try, make it 54-25, Australia. Because there are 12 teams at World Championships, you will see a great disparity between the top team and the bottom team. That's not exactly what we have here, but they certainly are far apart, as you can tell. Bat breaking up another attempt by New Zealand, causing another turnover. I don't think you'll see all 3 female players on the floor at the same time because the number of points will be so low.
But you're going to see them
2.5, 2.5, that's 6, 5.5, 5.5. I can do math too. If you put in a 3.5, that's 9, but they'd be afforded as much as 10.5. I think it would be the first time in international competition we've ever had 3 players, female players on the floor at the same time. I know US does 2 fairly frequently.
2016 Metro Cup in Poland. I saw Germany putting a 4 female lineup.
Really?
Yes. It was nice to see.
Right on. I don't get exposure to a lot of those European tournaments because they're in Europe, right? I've been fortunate to call many of the majors and the qualifiers, but I know that's just a small fraction of what's going on out there.
Yes.
I would love to go to Prague for a tournament or Amsterdam for a tournament, or I mean, there's lots of places I would love to play.
Those are really nice tournaments. 2 divisions, a lot of rugby. Yeah. It's really nice. A lot of games in a weekend. It's crazy.
Super fun. In fact, the Prague tournament is the weekend before, or the week before, I'm in Germany to go see the Detroit Lions play football in Munich. And I reached out to Prague to see if I could maybe commentate since I'm going to be there. It's not like I need any transportation considerations, but I haven't got an answer back. But I would love to do that. I would pay the cost of changing my flight at this late date to do it, just to be there, because I think it would be a great experience.
Yeah.
Plus, I hear Prague is beautiful. New Zealand is bringing the ball up. It's Leslie. Barton Coots gets a score. Sure. Blackwood on the attack, throws it up. And it's Graham. Sabliak gets the pickup, goes down, but that's a penalty because she landed in Barton Coots' lap. It's a penalty on her. Even though he knocked her over, she initiated contact with him. So once they right her, she will go to the penalty box. I really think it should be 12. Leslie gets across half. So we're talking about who would be the player of the match. So many choices, so many people moving around out there.
Yes, a lot of
lines
options.
changing.
Too many players doing impact on their lines.
Blackwood almost got that knocked out. Barton Coots took a big swipe, but he pulled it down before it got there. So Edmondson gives it back to Blackwood. Counting down the clock is the Australian bench. And the shot clock with 6.6 remaining. Australia scores. Edmondson knocks it down. They're going to say that he fouled Leslie in that process. 57-27 our score. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. We don't have a pee popper over the top of these microphones. I apologize for my pee popping. I can hear it. Sabliak getting a tire change. Maybe it's just the axle's not in there right, because they didn't replace it. So she's back in. Leslie does a nice job there, working the defense. Edmondson trapped by Hewitt, so he has to call inbound. Declare that he will inbound instead of coming onto the court the other way. Blackwood running the offense. Graham goes over. They will run 3 and 1.
And with this balanced lineup, everyone can pass and carry the ball. It's advantage to Australia.
Try scored. Barton Coots tried to knock him into the cone, but Blackwood got through. Coming up court, Barton Coots. And the try scored for New Zealand. Blackwood again. Leslie knocks it out. He crosses the line. Did he cross the line? They're saying that it's still Australia ball. I thought he crossed the line before it hit the ground, but maybe not. Maybe someone else crossed the line. Those of you who saw it will know better than we do. There's too much in the way of obstacles up here. Railings and people and wires. But we are significantly elevated. We are almost a floor above the court, which allows us a decent vantage point.
You can watch all the transitions and all the other stuff that doesn't show on the screen.
Watch plays develop. You know what? Sitting close is great because you get to really see the action. Like when I go to a hockey game and you sit against the glass, you can see the guys in there elbowing each other and facial expressions and all the stuff they do to, get through that. But then when you sit up high, it's like watching a coaching exhibition where you can watch plays develop and see how people space, and it's a totally different game, but both are great.
Yes. From a coach perspective, I prefer being on top and see all the chessboard move.
Right? Yeah, it helps you learn the game better. But there is something to getting to sit there at half court or in the corner. And maybe you can't even see the other side. But man, what you see, you get to see every little thing that's going on, and you get a different perspective in the game. Nice interception there by Holloway. Almost throws it over Bond, but he pulled it down. 1 minute 55 left in this game. Coming up court, fake pass, Barton Coots. Another fake pass, either that or got knocked down right back into his hand. Alexander to Hewitt. Hewitt nowhere to go, Alexander nowhere to go. Barton Coots trying to post up inside, can't. So he'll take the ball. Now Hewitt's going to try and set his post, but he cannot get off that picker. Try scored by 14, Cody Everson. Nope, that's Mitchell Simpson, isn't it? Just when I think I got it down. Sorry, Mitchell. .111 left, 62-30 our score. Coming up for you after this, we were going to take a break for lunch. We will be back at 3:30. Germany and Japan will play on this court. And it will be Pena and I calling it. New Zealand will inbound here. Game going on next door to us is Netherlands, United States. That game is a half hour staggered, so it'll be going on a half hour after we're done here. But we are not done. We have 53 seconds remaining. Nobody able to get in the middle. Barton Coots is looking at the corner. Bond closes it up. Bond knocked out of bounds from behind. And that'll be Hewitt, who gets credit for that. Did you get a final score on that game? Oh.
It's with 7 minutes to go in third quarter. US is beating Netherlands 32-17.
Why do I feel like I said who was playing that game wrong? I don't remember. I have this vague recollection that I said different teams.
I don't think so.
Hewitt looking to inbound. Barton Coots just happy to get away with 35 seconds left. Hewitt left. It's 4-on-3 because he got Bond in the box. So Hewitt's going to try and stop Bond. Meanwhile, Barton Coots trying to draw another penalty and needs to score within 10 seconds. Bond is back. Barton Coots needs to score. It gets it to Alexander. Hit from behind. And though he had a great effort, Holloway was not able to turn him away from the try line there. And that'll be our final score. 62-31, Australia takes down New Zealand. That Australia now 2-0.
But it starts for the reigning champions.
And you got New Zealand now 0-1.
And they face the US in the evening.
They have a tough early schedule for sure.
Yes, really tough first day.
So we will stay here, watch the handshakes, and we will go down to the floor where Joppa will interview the player of the match. brought to you by World Wheelchair Rugby and ABRC. Savliak is shocked. Going over to receive the award. We'll hear the interview here.
I'm here with the player of the match, Ella. Congratulations. So, second win, you play in different lines, different roles. How is it for you?
Yeah, you know, everything that we've done in training, we put into practice into the games, and it's really nice to see it come into fruition. And yeah, it really sets the tone for the rest of the tournament.
So tomorrow you got a break, you're with your family. What's the plans? You're going to spend some time with your baby?
Yeah, we'll probably just have a coffee, nice rest and recovery, and then come back in the evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Back to you, Davey and Naharaya.
All right, that is it for the Australia-New Zealand game. We will see you in a half an hour. And again, that game is Japan and Germany at 3:30. Thanks for joining us.